Hey guys, it's Leo. Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be going through why the small wins matter in terms of starting your self-improvement journey. So the main things we'll be going over today is kind of what the small wins are, why it's important, as well as some examples, as well as some tips in terms of helping yourself out, and also things that I've experienced that will help you in terms of for your self-improvement journey. Um, basically, so the first thing it is, what are the small wins? So today the small wins are basically it's gradually getting small victories as well as more successes based off your habits. So these could range from potentially small progresses such as 1% a day, or as well as just starting your habits like even once a week, and then gradually increasing the load into 2 times a week, 3 times a week, or even more until you're kind of like until you're kind of on track, and also it's satisfactory for your levels. Other than that, main thing is why is it important? The small wins actually are quite important, just mainly to build up that momentum. To build up the momentum in terms of which means it's kind of a snowball effect type of thing, where you need to actually start getting those smaller victories, such as going once, like I mentioned, once a week, twice a week, and then eventually you build it into a consistent habit. Um, like I mentioned, one example for myself was definitely when I started gymming. I used to go once a week, twice a week, and then furthermore, as you kind of see the progress as well as achievements, as well as the momentum starts going, then honestly, you start going a lot more frequent, and also that's when the small wins kind of build up into a bigger picture. Kind of like a smaller thing would be an example too is kind of painting a picture. Have you ever painted or drew a painting or anything? Um, One thing is those small strokes eventually all add up into one masterpiece, and that's kind of what you want to do in terms of that. Of course, one tip that I found that was really useful is that actually the mindset is one important thing. The mindset of always consistently trying and also trying to achieve that goal that you've set out for yourself is very important. It kind of kept me going myself. So you'd have to definitely set yourself a goal, and also find those smaller steps, find those small victories, and also keep pushing for those wins every day. It's not The self improvement journey is always a ongoing and kind of like like an ongoing commitment to yourself, I'd say. An ongoing commitment that you'd have to keep pursuing, keep on going at it. It's pretty much that. Like in terms of that too, what is helpful in terms of building that discipline is the small victories. Hence what I've been mentioning in previously is keep on going at it. Even if you don't see the instant results, that's completely fine. Because I believe that once you start and work on it consistently, as well as at least try to keep on pursuing it, you're actually putting in work that you can't see until the bigger picture. An example of this is definitely if you look at like ice only melts once at a certain room temperature, but as time goes on and goes on, eventually it freaking melts. That's the simplest scenario in terms of wanting to achieve your goals as well as a journey self improvement. That's why the smaller wins are definitely really important for yourself. If you're starting off, of course you're not going to see instant results straight away. It just really depends on how long you've gone at it and how intense you are going at it. But that's one important thing in terms of you have to keep in mind too. If you're not seeing results now, look, if you're going to be going to the gym at least once a week, and you keep on going once a week for like a month or 2 months, 3 months, you're eventually going to see results. It's just a matter of how intense and how much commitment you have for that goal. Ideally, you want to start off with a load that you're comfortable with, and eventually gradually increase it. That's why the smaller wins in terms of that, like I mentioned, going once a week, twice a week, doing that 1% every day is very helpful in terms of achieving your goals, as well as just kickstarting and as well as maintaining your self improvement journey. Another thing too is definitely um, one last thing I do want to mention too is discipline. Discipline, you need to just do the work even when you don't feel like it. Something that Hamza says in all of his videos, which to this day I look up to quite a lot and admire. Mainly, the main explanation behind that quote is just basically there are going to be days where you're not going to feel like doing it, but you should need to do it anyway, and that's pretty much it. Like do the hard work when you don't feel like it is something that resonated with myself a lot and also a lot of my friends. And I believe it's something that will help you in terms of your self-improvement journey as well as being a more disciplined individual. But that's it for today. So we just went through what the small wins are and why you should do it and also the importance of it. If you have any other questions, feel free to drop a comment down below. I'll get to you next time or make a video about it. Anyhow, I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you.